Welcome to Grapes and Debates, a podcast where we'll uncork some incredible wine and debate varietals of issues within the restaurant industry, one glass at a time. Complex yet delicate to be sure. And now, your hosts and owners of SoNapa Grille, Adam Berenger, Chris Botting, and Joe Bates.
Listen, sorry, I have not had enough.
Believe it, up to here we can edit out, so it's just really good.
Okay.
All right, welcome to episode 9 of Grapes and Debates. My name's Adam Berenger. I am here with my business partner, Chris.
How you doing, everybody?
Joe, and Eddie. Quite honestly, you are a business partner.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
Technically.
That's right.
Percentage
On paper.
Yeah.
On paper.
No, it's real.
Yeah.
And you've been with SoNapa for 15 years as of May 1st.
Whoa.
Yep. Thank you.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And fellas, just so you know, when I
overrated for 15 years.
Yeah, he's seen like fine wine. I've mellowed out with my age. But I said, Eddie, what do you want to drink? And he goes, well, I've noticed you guys drink a lot of red. So he wanted to start us out with the white. And so why don't you tell us what? I have no idea what it is.
I've got Blindfold by the Prisoner Wine Company, Blanc de Noir.
Oh,
So just white Pinot Noir.
I don't think I've ever had a white Pinot Noir.
You know?
I've had it as a sparkling Blanc de Noir.
Yeah.
Yes,
but I've
I
never
gotcha.
had it as a still wine.
Yeah,
So-
I
Well,
gotcha.
when we were at the table and your wife was getting the award, accepting the award for IOA, was at UCP, Central Florida.
Yes.
And the couple sitting next to us, who also have a condo here, said that they had that. I said, I've never heard of it. And he goes, oh, no, we have gotten that in before. And he thought it was amazing.
Okay.
And so I asked him to get it in again.
Yep.
Here we are.
I just thought they were drinking too much.
This
I
right
had
here,
no idea that they knew
this
they were
is my
talking about.
stage wine.
Right.
Yes.
I'm hiding my stage wine.
Okay.
So how'd you get turned on to this, Eddie?
Yeah. What do you like about this wine?
Just a crisp white wine. It's different. It's not Chardonnay. It's not Pinot Grigio.
You don't see white
It's
Pinot
not-
Noirs.
No. Like you can't very rarely find anything like this.
Is this a new bottling by Prisoner?
It's a couple years old, I believe.
Okay.
I would say true to the Prisoner style, you're going to have fruit in the front seat.
Right.
And acidity in the back
In the
seat.
back seat, right?
Yes. You like that.
And I do. I love
Yeah.
that. And you need them both. Right?
Yeah. Right. If not,
Not
it'd be a
bad.
little flabby. Yeah.
Not bad,
It's
not bad.
crisp.
Yes.
Joe would say this is a pool pounder.
So now, do you serve? Do you serve this as cold as white, or is it something that you would serve at a temperature that we would serve a regular Pinot Noir?
No, I'm pretty sure you just go nice and
Oh, I
cold.
did.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
This is actually
I
a good
didn't.
temperature.
I wasn't sure of the pageantry here on the the Pinot Noir.
So what,
Blanc.
That is
what do you think the
fantastic.
tasting notes are? A little bit of honeysuckle. Yeah, I'm getting grapes.
Not super tart, though. It doesn't drink like a Sauvignon Blanc.
Nope.
It's not quite like a Pinot Grigio.
It definitely doesn't have the acidity up front as a
Right.
as a white.
Yeah, I love it. What's the price point on this? Retail.
No, we
No?
don't.
Yeah.
Retail?
Yeah, what are we pouring to buy?
Well, we're doing
well,
it-
you're doing a special, right?
I'm doing it on a special and I'm doing it in a flight. right
and
now.
what is that?
And the flight is around $19.90.
Okay.
For three different whites,
Okay.
and then by the bottle, I believe this I'm doing around 40.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No, that's a
Maybe
good point.
38. Yeah.
38.
That's a good price point.
Yeah.
I would drink this. $40.
Yeah.
Nice.
You would?
All day.
Okay.
All day.
Okay.
I like it. I like it.
That's awesome.
And
Yeah.
so when we're teaching the staff, what do you pair that with?
This go with a lot of stuff. Fish is really easy on our menu. Bacon
Mhm.
wrapped scallops,
Right.
fattiness of the bacon, lemon butter with it.
Right.
That would be really good. Even like a pasta dish, just to offset the heaviness of the
I can
cream
see
and
that.
everything.
And I think that it's so you're not getting the butteriness that you would get from a Chardonnay,
No,
but
not
you're
at
not
all.
getting the acidity that you
Right.
would get from the Sauv Blanc. So I do think that you could pair that. I think it would go good with the carbonara, but I don't think I would pair it with the bolognese. But
Yeah, probably not that.
No, definitely not.
that's Just me.
Yeah.
But I agree with all the other
I would
pairings.
have this with our tuna all day. The sashimi or the tuna
Nice.
appetizer.
Yeah, no, that
I love that.
I like that.
Mhm.
I think that would be a nice accompaniment.
With that coconut broth on the tuna and this, cutting through that. I love that.
So how have been, are the flights selling? Yeah.
It sells like a flight.
Right.
Occasionally, some people get it, they like it.
Right.
But it's like different whites instead of having like a Chardonnay, Pinot Gris, Sauvignon Blanc.
So it's
all Blancs.
the ABC flight,
The ABC,
anything but Chard.
anything but Chard. Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Are you guys flight guys? If you go out,
No,
No.
I am not. I am
tequila
not.
flight, would you do it?
I would,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, just because
Done
it's
that.
not something I would see
you're a tequila guy.
usually, but yeah, I would definitely delve into that if I saw it. But
Right,
most likely not a wine flight person.
right,
No,
No.
I gotta go bottle.
right.
Yeah.
Just pick out a good bottle.
Right,
that I know is gonna
exactly.
be good.
Yeah,
Bourbon flight.
definitely.
Would
I
do.
can see
yeah.
that. Would you?
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
right.
absolutely.
I can see that happening.
yes,
It's
yes.
funny. Irish whiskey flights just got one glass.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Taste number one.
Yeah.
Taste number two. Taste number three.
So
Okay.
Chris said he wasn't going to ask how much Tullamore Dew you have consumed in 15 years. I'm going to say I'll ask how much Jameson you think you've had in 15 years.
Couldn't.
Well, let's not
couldn't
throw this
do-
guy under the bus.
My mother-
Don't turn around.
my
Here
mother,
comes
my
the bus.
doctor's listening. Like, not that much.
All right. Well, as we're finishing up this white, what was the other red that you brought? And I just stuck something down in case we go through this. And
I
All of a
brought
sudden-
the Salas from Staglin family
okay, so
because that I'd never heard of before. We got turned onto it by Tony with Breakthrough,
great.
and that was it was amazing.
It was probably one of the gems that I've had
Yeah,
in a very long time. So when he tried us on that, I had no idea what to expect. And I gotta say, when I had that, I thought, man,
let's finish this.
Were you able to visit while you were out there?
no. So Staglin
This was after
is
after the California trip.
it's a premier wine in Napa, and this is, I want to say, this is more of an entry level, and I think that we have it on the menu for $150,
Somewhere around there.
and that's their entry level.
And it looks like it's a state grown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what
Yeah,
is?
I can't wait.
Let me see that. Oh no. I've opened the first bottle on camera, and I totally
Didn't go very well.
No,
it did not go very well.
I actually
fucked-
applaud.
It's
you
a
for
highlight.
No. Yeah, I
talking
fucked it
more.
up. I mean, I can do it better now.
It's gonna go on
So-
the highlight reel.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
So Staglin Family Vineyard, that's the name of the Salas is the name of the wine. Staglin Family Vineyard Estate. So it's estate grown. That means I believe 100% of the grapes are on the property, and because it says estate, that means that they also do the bottling on the property
I
as
believe
well.
so.
Yes,
Yeah.
you were
Correct.
correct.
Cabernet Sauvignon, that means 75% of the grapes have to be Cab. Napa Valley, since it's the state, all the grapes are from Napa Valley. 2019 is the year that they were harvested. That's a perfect temp too.
Didn't we talk about perfect temps
Uh,
on podcast 5 or 6?
Well, since
yeah,
we're
no.
Cellar
should we
temps?
get into this bottle of wine now? I mean,
Yeah.
we've just talked it up. I mean, should we
Yeah.
grab
Yeah.
a couple glasses?
Eddie, let's
Eddie,
see
do
you.
the honors.
Let's see you do 2 in a row.
Let me get you set up here.
Fumble this one.
Oh, you're not going to fumble it.
Should have brought champagne.
This is for every one of your employees that are watching, Eddie.
A screw
Any
top.
one of our employees. Good.
Eddie's good.
Yep.
He's got skills.
Well, he's been doing it for 15 years
He's got skills.
or longer.
Or longer.
Or longer.
Yeah, wine bottles.
How many do you think you've opened?
Yeah.
I have a list of questions. How many wine bottles have you
Wine
opened in
bottles.
15 years?
Hundreds.
Hundreds?
Eddie, so what
Between
was?
How many
Depends.
wine shirts do you have?
Oh, that's a good question.
Total about between like 30 and 40 on
Oh, I
stuff
would-
that fits and stuff that doesn't fit.
I would have guessed.
Or stained holes,
Right.
missing buttons.
Right.
Just haven't gotten rid of them.
Well, so I think I should mention for our
Yeah,
viewers
yeah, please.
that
why we're
this,
all
this
wearing.
is Eddie's outfit, and we all wore a Hawaiian
Hawaiian
shirt.
shirt.
Mine just happens to be the shirt.
of white African descent.
No, it was Chris's father's shirt.
Yes, it was. I believe the actual name of that type of shirt is called a Coogee,
It is.
and it hails from the New
Not to be
Zealand
confused with
region.
Okay,
Yes.
so
Okay, so it's far off.
so the
All right.
Coogee and
Worn by
um,
Kiwis.
your dad.
Yes, worn by Kiwis.
Your dad passed away.
He did.
He was very influential in my life, and your mom said, "Pick whatever shirt you want." This one spoke to me, and
Spoke to you. It
it's
screamed
speaking to
at
us.
you.
Screamed.
It screamed at you.
It's speaking to us right now.
And this is the shirt that I've got married in. I don't think I've worn it since. So Eddie,
Really?
this is for yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
You got married in that shirt.
He
I
did.
did.
He
Shit.
did. He
yes,
Is he
it's true.
serious?
did. He did.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
On the
love
beach.
that. I
On
love
the
that.
beach.
On the beach,
Yeah.
across the street from New Smyrna Beach's location.
I
Yes.
love
Yeah.
that.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Father Jim. Yeah.
Yes.
Took
And
care
here
of
we
it.
go.
And here we go.
All right. So we poured this now. Let's taste it.
All right. Big,
Yeah,
fat Napa
Let's
cab.
polish your glasses here.
I love it.
Oh my
Oh gosh, that's probably yeah.
That is
Yeah.
how good is that?
Let's
That's
let's not waste it.
What happened?
Well, there was we probably dishwasher wasn't here that day, so
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
We're gonna
So
put
are
that
we
over
good?
here. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
we're
let's
good.
do
I
this.
think we're good now.
Okay.
So again,
Yeah, that's looking better.
Well, yeah, really great fruit up front. Balanced. Love this.
Why don't we
Pair
you
it
hand
with-
that to
pair it
our,
with food.
our guest in
Oh.
the audience? That goes to John Hart.
oh yeah,
John, you got to try that. That is
I like it.
Yeah, that's drinking great.
Ooh, that's lovely.
And that would be just as lovely a decade from now.
Well,
yeah. I would never know.
I don't.
I could say I would never
I don't
know.
think it's gonna make it that long.
That is.
You don't have any patience.
I don't have any patience.
Drink one, store one. Drink one, store one.
Listen,
What do you have in your cellar?
0. But you know, you're not supposed to age Pinot Grigio.
Yeah, right. That's true.
It's gonna go right out of,
Yeah,
right out of the barrel.
I would have a hard time.
my
aging
bottles are
this.
easier to open though.
Yeah, but how about getting in that box? You're the box of PG.
Oh yeah, just punch the hole in it, pull out the little.
the bottom.
That's
Yeah,
my everyday little spout.
yeah. That black
Yeah.
box.
Yeah, like
A
my
Bota
little,
bag?
little teapot,
Yeah.
short and stout. Back to the wine.
Yes. Back
Yes.
to the wine.
Seriously.
This
Yeah.
is amazing.
Yeah.
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 So for anyone looking for a high-end bottle of wine, if you haven't had Salas, you're looking for something different, maybe something different than Camus, different than Silver Oak.
Yeah, not too tannic. I mean, this is
Yeah, Staglin just has they are a
just
premier.
wow.
Well, at the price
winemaker.
point, this thing stands up to any of those that you just mentioned.
Oh,
Yeah.
This is fantastic.
A little bit of grip, not too much.
Yeah.
But
Grippy.
yeah,
I love
grippy.
that.
Yes. Yeah.
and you
but
still
that's-
have the fruit in the front seat.
Definitely.
You know,
Definitely a little fruity in front.
So Eddie,
Absolutely.
let's talk about what was your first week like at SoNapa when SoNapa was in the public shopping center here in New Smyrna.
Oh my
That's-
God, do you even
that was-
remember that?
I barely remember that. Like, that was a long time ago. That was just kind of the first week was just meeting everybody. And
What,
it's
you
like-
and Adam?
yeah.
No, that's what I knew. I'd already known Adam from working with him for a while. But then it's like, meeting, Chris Feint that
Oh,
worked
yeah.
there, Jen and Sarah and
Well,
Cassie.
So let's start.
Yeah,
we
let's-
worked together
right.
at Bonefish.
Yeah, for almost 5 years.
Yeah. And then, so really, we worked together for almost 20 years.
Pretty much 20 years.
Oh, pretty much.
They hired me at Bonefish in 2003.
Wow.
So,
Yeah.
Did you guys leave together?
No,
No.
he
No.
left ahead
Okay.
And then he was promoted after that
Okay.
to
Yep.
KM, and then you were working
in Kissimmee.
in Kissimmee.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah.
But you were living in the Orlando
I was
area at
living
that time.
in Oviedo.
Okay.
In Oviedo, working.
Ooh,
in
that's
Kissimmee.
still a haul from Oviedo to Kissimmee.
Yeah, that was not that. After
Yeah.
it started that, I was like, man, I should have stayed in Longwood.
All right. So tell me that phone call. Like, I'm doing this thing. I'm starting SoNapa. I'm
It was
calling.
pretty much a Sunday morning.
I'm
He
calling
called,
Eddie.
he called the restaurant.
Okay.
He
Yeah.
called the Bonefish, and then
Oh,
like,
shit.
it's ringing. I'm in the office, and I'm just like, "Hey, what's up?"
With that
And
much
that's
enthusiasm.
exactly-
Yeah.
What's up?
So, and we were just chatting. He was like, "Well, I started this thing," and I had already come out to visit, like before when it was just the wine club,
Right.
and then had been out for my birthday like a month or two before that, and stayed in New Smyrna, and went to the little restaurant, and then he called me and he was like, I don't have a manager. Do you want to come out here and work at the beach? And I said, yes.
You didn't think
You didn't
that's
have to
what
think, you didn't
no,
have to think about it.
but seriously, that's
You
when
didn't
you
ask
were
about
you're-
the incentive package.
Yeah.
You didn't think about
At that point with
back then.
the management and with Bonefish, like,
Careful.
and how much I was working.
no, it
Like,
just
it
you
was-
were being overworked. The store was underperforming. It was just not a great location.
No,
and
they didn't
it was just-
pick a good one.
Yeah.
it was fortunate for us because
Yeah.
here we are 15 years
15
later,
years,
perfect
and we
timing.
went from literally a wine club among friends that you saw first. Then
Yep.
we're in the public shopping center. We may have done 300 grand in sales our first
For the year.
First year,
for
yeah.
the year. So averaging $1,000 a day, and we were figuring it out. We were having fun, and then since
It was-
then
it was funny
we've
stuff.
we've grown to now 3 restaurants, 150 employees, and we're going to do 9 million in sales. And it's really been on the back of
That first year was the toughest, probably.
Well,
that was
The
What?
first year of the new location, or
of
the
the
first year of
first
the
year
original?
of the original one.
Okay.
Because I mean, when I started, we were doing lunch and dinner 7 days a week, in just this little spot,
Right.
and it was like,
no, it was lunch, dinner, 7 days a week, and it was slow. It wasn't super busy.
Right,
There were
yeah.
times when it was busy. So if you go in there, Eddie is the bartender, and then when you order a flatbread, guess who's making the flatbread? Eddie.
Eddie's on flats.
Right. And then who's washing the flatbread plate?
Yeah, who's cleaning
Eddie.
up?
Right.
It was
Yeah,
fun
no
stuff.
dishwasher, triple sink.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when you look back on that, I mean, you've got to have some fond memories of that.
Oh yeah, I
and-
had some funny nights.
right.
I had
Just,
Oh my
funny
God.
nights.
Yeah, some funny nights.
The nights when we were trying to drum up business. So on a Wednesday night, it was ladies' night, and we were just literally giving. It was if ladies come in and drink free,
right.
and I mean, I'd have the girls from one of the local optometrists. They'd come in, and I mean, they would crush a case of Pinot Grigio.
From the time you open to the time you close.
Yeah, it was the-
they camped
Who knows?
out.
We did some crazy
Oh
stuff.
man,
Right.
Flip
It
at
was-
night.
Flip at night. That was insane. I mean, it drew people in. They wanted to be there.
Yeah.
It did.
Like
Yeah.
had customers that bought seats to be there every Wednesday.
True. And then once they started beating each other with canes, we had to
have old people
we
fighting.
had to stop. We had to stop.
What, to get a seat at the bar?
Oh,
Yes. Oh,
For
yeah.
Flip at night?
Yeah.
Flip at
Yeah.
night. And then
So
it was,
just so, Ed, what was Flip at night?
it was you come in, you order your drink, the bartender then will flip a coin, and if you get it right, like we buy the drink.
And if not,
And if
And that's for every drink they order? They
Yeah,
get, they
every
get a
drink.
flip?
Every
Yeah.
drink.
yes.
So they
I
just
don't
they-
hate that. I don't know if I can.
I know, but
I
the
don't think
house
it's out
the
of
house
control.
has got to be set up to
I know,
win.
I know.
The house always has
It
to be
wasn't.
set
Yeah,
up to
In this
win.
case,
like
it
a
wasn't.
two-sided
Enemies.
coin.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
Yeah.
heads on both
Alright, so-
sides.
Exactly.
like, it was
you know,
pretty
this
fun.
was something, so since we're kind of going back to open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, how
Yeah.
far we've come. So the debate portion. So let's say the grapes, we had the white because you said we don't represent the whites enough. Okay, so
Easy there.
we're representing the whites. Okay, and then we've got this beautiful red that we're drinking. These are the grapes, blindfold, Salus. The debate that I had was closing on Sundays. Should a restaurant close on Sundays? Should a restaurant be open for lunch 7 days a week, dinner 7 days a week? And what's your input on it?
I think that is all dependent on the actual restaurant, like what they've got going on. Because luckily for us, our overhead and everything, it allows us to be closed 1 day a week. And it's great. And it keeps the staff happy. You've always got that 1 day. But there are some instances where you're like you need to have that extra day because you need to make more money.
Right.
Right.
And it's like, you know, if you're not paying your bills in 6 days, like you need to go to 7 days. And if that ain't working, you need to do something else.
Yeah.
It's like, it was fortunate enough that we found out a long time ago that lunch in New Smyrna you didn't make money.
Right.
Like it was
Lunch at New Smyrna.
Yes.
Current location.
No, well-
you ran lunch there?
no, the old one.
no.
And
Old,
when
okay.
we moved, we didn't even try because we were so far down south.
Right.
Like there's
Yeah, there was nobody that was going out to
Right.
lunch that
Yeah.
far south on South
Right.
Atlantic.
Yeah.
No, and if it's a beautiful day, where are people in Smyrna? They're on the
on the
beach.
beach,
Yeah.
on the
You know,
water.
yeah, Tony and Joe's going to be busy.
Tony
Chases,
Chases, JVs.
yeah.
I mean,
Breakers.
JB's would be the outlier because
yeah.
it was on the river.
Right.
And
But still.
we love JB's,
So
by the way.
okay, so
you
the,
guys were we were open 7 days a week. What kind of prompted the closing one day?
COVID.
Right.
COVID.
And when did you decide? Listen, we can't do this 7 days a week.
No, it had nothing to do with we couldn't do it 7 days a week. What it
I
was,
missed
co-
it, but
coming out of COVID
right.
was, so they went down to like before we closed, didn't they say, okay, you can only have 50% occupancy? Then it was
Well, there's
25% occupancy.
It was closed 25%, then
No.
50%.
That's getting back open.
Get it back.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So everybody from Orlando was over at their condos because
Right.
they were locked down over there.
Yeah.
It was the Wild West of New Smyrna. And people were coming in, and we were as busy as we could be, but the cops were going in and making sure every other table was set. And people were coming in, there's an open table. And and you know, some people with masks, other people without masks, people screaming at the hostesses because they weren't wearing masks. And as we learned, masks really didn't fucking work, right? And
It didn't matter.
Well, the
It-
company
but it
I
did-
was
but it
with,
didn't matter.
we put in 12-inch partitions between the booths, and that stopped COVID.
yeah.
no. Oh, by the way,
No, we
no.
no.
If we're going to talk
a
about,
partition this high,
we have to
cured
get back to the Sunday, but I'm going to say COVID was the
not to
kindest.
get off on a
You know,
COVID
it was.
tangent.
I'm just going to say this. It was bad. People died because of it.
Yeah.
But it was a very kind disease in the fact that you could wear a mask at the hostess stand and walk to your table, but the minute that you took the mask off, if you were sitting down, it's like, okay,
It's okay.
it's okay.
It's okay. I'm eating and drinking.
Yeah.
At my
I'm
table
I'm at
and
home
with my
base.
friends.
Yeah.
Yep. But when I go to the bathroom, I put my mask back on. Anyway,
But all
So-
that stress, I
But
think,
you
all that
really,
stress-
all that
no
stress
hate
really
tweets.
added to the.
No, it did.
It lent
then it-
itself to we should close
But that
and
no,
take a day.
and just take one day to just decompress from the stress of what everyone was going
Yeah,
through.
the insanity of this whole pandemic.
Right. And then, so I think we closed on Sunday and realized once we closed on Sunday, I didn't know how our staff would like it because Sundays are still a pretty busy day.
Mhm.
I can tell you right now, our staff wasn't going to fucking come to
Loves
work.
it. They don't want to come to work.
You know, they will not, even if we have a special event on a Sunday,
Yeah.
they are not coming to
I was
work.
against it. I was.
Well,
I
that's
fought- I
because
fought
of
you on it
the
for a while.
mindset
I know.
of
I fought
being
you on it for a
with
while.
Outback and Bonefish.
Yeah,
and-
But you had done it for, I mean,
Yeah.
for
Right.
25 plus
Yeah.
years.
But how?
Yeah, if the sun comes up, you're fucking open.
Yes.
But
yeah,
now,
right.
But how is it?
Yeah,
I mean, the entire
listen, there's a trade-off for the sales,
sure.
and there's a handful of staff that Sundays were their days.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nobody else wants to work it. I
Right.
work it.
Yes.
And that's a couple $100 day for
Yeah.
me. A handful, but majority, everybody loves
Right.
it, including our leadership teams and all the way down to our staff.
So
So
it's no debate.
Yeah.
Closed on Sundays, you're down for that. Okay.
Yeah.
In 15 years, what's the biggest challenge you think that we've faced or that you've faced in 15 years?
It's always just been hanging on to quality employees, especially in our industry. It's like, even if it's back of the house or front of the house, it's like the restaurant industry is seen as this isn't really a career.
It's a stepping
It's a
stone.
stepping
to-
stone. It's like,
Mhm.
can you get like a really good server or a really good hostess, bartender? And it's just, well, I'm just doing this because, you know, I'm getting through
I'm in
school,
college.
You can go do something
Mhm.
else. And like, I've had just so many of them that have moved on because they've graduated and they've they're they've set themselves up to use their degree and get a job.
But you know what? At the same time, that's rewarding, because when you look at all the people whose lives that you've touched to help them get to that next level,
Yeah.
that's also. So I do listen. Keeping great employees and having good employees is a struggle. I think it's a struggle for the industry, but for the most part, you've done a fantastic job with the turnover, probably lowest turnover of all 3 stores.
Yep. Yeah. That's right.
Cheers to that.
Yeah, cheers, man.
Yeah. Job well done, Eddie.
Yeah.
Job well done.
All right, so
Yeah.
that's the biggest challenge. What do you think the biggest change in 15 years that we've seen?
Technology.
Yeah.
Because when I started, we had like the most basic system, point of sale system. and
You had that
everything.
little house on the prairie.
Yup, and like everything was different.
Oh, that's a slot machine.
And it's like you've now gone to a point of sale system that links in with your labor and your payroll, and then all your orders before it was like, hey, call my rep, and now it's just you just get on your phone.
Everything's integrated.
Fire in your order.
Yeah.
And it's just that's the biggest thing.
I think we're just at the tipping point too with technology and how things are integrated. Now we're integrating our payroll system with our POS system, and I mean our reservations are integrated.
Yeah, we're going to give our GMs another 2 hours a week, just by doing this back in their week. So super excited about that transition.
There's crazier things to come. I mean, with AI, and I thought
Flippy.
I thought of a couple episodes ago.
Yes, exactly.
Now they have a robot.
Nobody calls in sick.
Yeah.
Nobody talks back.
Yeah.
They actually have a robot hostess too.
Yes.
That'll take you and seat you at your tables.
Well,
Have you ordered any yet?
No.
Okay.
No. Not yet.
Not yet. It's not in the budget.
No.
But for us, balancing that level of service that we want
right
with the technology, because there's iPads out there and there's touch pads and phones and or even something on your table where you can just order everything.
Right.
Yep.
But then you start to lose that personal touch with the servers. So yeah, technology is fantastic, mostly behind the scenes, but guest facing, we have to tread carefully.
Well, yeah.
With
that's
guest facing technology.
Yeah.
That's one thing that brings our guests coming back all the time.
Right.
Is like
the
some of
personal
the service.
Right. It's table touches.
Yeah.
It's getting out there and meeting people. People, hey, it's Eddie here. I want to see Eddie. We want.
I'm not sure if you.
We want to see. We want to see
our
our
people. We've had
people.
some great reviews, and they've mentioned staff members by name, like Keith, Thomas, Rhiannon, like just staff that have just made people so happy and had such a great time.
3 in a row. 3 in a row with this.
This court better not break.
What are we opening in here, Eddie? What do we have?
Oh, it looks like we downgraded.
No.
Silver Oak.
No, that's Silver Oak Napa.
Napa. I don't know.
Do you remember going
His
to Silver
personal
Oak?
opinion does not reflect the
Yes, yeah. The opinion of others.
Of course, I remember Silver Oak. That was the first.
Remember the first year?
Time
And we went and we took a limo from the hotel, and Chef Eric was running late. And what did we say? Fuck them. Our casing's at 10. Let's go.
Yeah, we left Chef Eric and his wife Heather.
Yeah,
behind, but they did catch up.
They
did meet us.
They got in Uber.
Yeah, one of our chefs missed the most recent trip, and
Then we had another trip to the tasting room in Napa. That was really nice. And then we hit up the one in Alexander. That was pretty much
that was a temporary.
It was like slam the glass and
we walked. I was so stressed. That was when Jen had the episode in the bus on the side of the road.
Yeah, that was it. That was a tough. That was
we'll
say that for another episode.
In fact, that's
I was going to say that. I was just going to say we
twigs in our hair.
Yeah, quick tasting. That's all.
I want to thank the California Highway Patrol.
For that one
more time. Thank you very much for your.
No, we literally walked in. There was, I think, we went from 12 to 10 of us, or from 10 to 8. We walk in, and I was
it's a nice facility.
Just give us all both cabs at the same time, and we went. and we were out in 15 minutes.
Bought some bottles.
We did.
Was that your third tasting of the day?
That was
It was basically our first. Or we could, yes.
Oh,
Yeah, no, it was the.
Yeah.
No, it might have been the second because I can't remember. It was the Sonoma.
Okay,
We were in
yeah,
Sonoma.
Yeah.
So-
It doesn't matter.
yeah,
Anyway.
it was rough riding though.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
So-
a tough ride.
One of the last, I mean, probably people have so many questions. You've been with us for 15 years. We've seen a lot of changes for sure. We've seen changes in the demographics of people that come to the beach. We've seen our sales literally, I mean, I was looking at our sales from back in 2012 and
That must have been good.
we've doubled our sales, and I didn't think it's possible in that little restaurant. How do you think coaching has helped?
I think now with the coaching, I got to say that it's just helped us make more of a career and a business
Right.
out of it, instead of like, hey,
A hobby.
bank
Right.
account hobby. Yeah,
Yeah, it was a hobby.
It was it was paying the bills and everything, but it's like I don't know how serious we were about actually running.
We've had a serious business
Yeah.
for many years, but the way that we approached it, we laughingly would say it's our wine ATM. But then we got to store number 2 and store number 3.
Yeah.
And I think I needed something to just change my mindset and probably change our mindsets. Leave Joe out of it. He's kind of new to the charades that we have going on amongst the 3 of us. And it really has changed our mindset of running a serious business and, creating a culture that is really a leadership culture and trying to make money at a business. And it's okay.
what I've seen from it is that it really, we've all been doing this for a very
Right.
long time. And a lot of the stuff that we're hearing and seeing in our coaching program, if you don't know that we're in one, is that we've heard and seen before, but how do we articulate it down to our teams? And that's kind of where I have enjoyed this and being able to deliver the message that I already know to the teams and help build them and grow them. So
And I think
it's
with
been
all the
powerful and impactful
Yeah.
for me.
with the GMs and the chefs all going through it and our front house managers, we're all kind of all on the same page. And I think it's been very impactful. So
Yeah, if you want to get better, you get a coach.
yeah,
I mean, in anything.
in anything.
You know,
I know. I think like my first Ironman I did, I heard a freaking coach.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So-
It makes sense.
So
I mean, I think we've always been good at running a restaurant and having good food and having a good working environment and everything. But then it was like
the financials.
You're like, hey, so what's your cost? It's good. It's good.
No, but I think it's because we work in anything that had to do with when we were with Bonefish and Outbound. Fuck that! And I realized a lot of those
Yeah, you can't
systems.
say
No,
that.
but a lot of those systems were good. No, I'm
It
just
was
saying.
there for a reason. And
Right.
It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I got to tell you that. So the different Salas, I think, was smoother, a little more fruit forward, very, very well balanced. I think this is a little more tannic.
Yes.
But this compared to Silver Oak Alexander, I think the Alexander is even more tannic than this. I used to think that this is a little too smooth, but this compared to the Salas, this is just
This
has
your
a little more tannins. This is
Classic California
Classic.
Napa cab.
yes.
well, it's
Yeah.
also this one's more of a blend than the Alexander. Even doesn't
Right.
have more grapes and
Well, it's
different
still
varietals.
no. I think this
Well,
is 100%. It's 100%
mainly
cap.
Right. But
Is it?
this is estate grown,
Yeah.
so maybe more sense of place.
Well, this I just pulled off the shelf just because I knew that
agreed.
one bottle wasn't going to
Agreed.
be enough. It was that good.
Eddie,
Yeah.
next 15 years.
They're gonna have to talk to Disney and get the animatronics. Put the stuffed body up there in front of us.
What do you
Nah.
got coming up? What do you got coming up?
Oh,
soon?
you've got a vacation coming up.
Just a short one. Just gonna head out to New York and Boston. Nothing big.
Yeah.
And then in
I just went there for my first time.
End of July, St. Louis to go see Fish.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Good for you.
PHISH.
PHISH.
Yes, Fish.
Yes,
The
not-
band.
Yes, the band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what else? That's it?
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
What?
Okay.
Tell us what's going on Sunday in your store.
Oh, Mother's Day. I mean, we got Mother's Day, so we're going to be open.
Yeah, all 3 stores.
Oh, yeah.
All 3.
Yes.
All 3. But I was asking Eddie.
Yeah,
what,
sure.
What are some of
Specifically.
the specials?
The specials, we're going to have, a little Chilean sea bass going Napa style with a little crab meat, asparagus, lemon butter. And then we've gotten some really nice petite fillets we're going to do.
Love those.
Hand cut from Halpern's.
Oh, yeah.
Always great
Yeah,
quality.
good
Nice.
stuff. And I mean, it'll just be a good day,
Yeah.
Should be pretty relaxing.
Celebrate the moms.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I just found out we're getting Paula Cornell back in stock.
Yeah,
And that's
that's
just
good.
just an amazing sparkling, although we can also call it champagne.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Easy there.
Yeah, we're not gonna offend.
Legally.
Yeah, we're gonna offend some people.
Sorry,
but yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they make so many memes about that.
All right, so let's wrap it up. We started with the blindfold, Blanc,
Yep.
Pinot Noir, and it is a.
Such a unique.
I'd say. So explain it real quick. Blindfold, Blanc de Noir.
It's a Pinot Noir that's just they don't keep the skins in, so they keep it a white wine.
Yeah.
And
It's nice.
Super
Yeah.
cool, super
yeah,
unique.
really crisp,
Love
nice
it. Yeah.
summer wine.
Yeah, it's
Put
a,
it right next to Rambauer
Yeah.
Sauvignon Blanc.
Oh,
no. I'm telling you that is
Crusher.
that's going to enter my wine fridge for the summer. Next, we have the Salus by Staglin.
Staglin family. Yeah, really good. Just nice Napa cab.
Right.
Yeah,
Like,
it was very, very.
Yeah. That one's quick.
You could,
Yeah.
it did. You
Yeah.
could sit down with that one in the afternoon, and
It's a day drinker.
It doesn't matter if you've got food or not.
No,
Gotcha.
it doesn't.
It's
All
good.
right.
And then we finished up with a little bit of Silver Oak, Napa Valley.
Something to chew on.
This is just an icon of the valley.
Yes.
Absolutely love the winery. I love the people that the Duncan family have been icons. Jeff Flood, who's their regional manager, that guy has supported us for many, many years. And then the debate was, do you open or close on Sundays? And I think
I think it doesn't matter if it's
Or
Sunday
any
or one day.
Do you close one day a
Right.
week?
One day
Yeah.
a week, I think, really for somebody that's not a huge.
corporate,
Especially for the
chain,
private
like
chain.
independent.
If we
If
had,
you're not working for Wall Street,
if it was Cheesecake Factory and you had like 2 kitchens, and
you're working for Wall Street.
$9 million restaurant,
Yeah.
like you're gonna want to.
Yeah, but then and there's other restaurants here in town that certainly when they open on Sundays, Norwood, it's their second busiest day of
Yep.
the week.
I mean,
Outriggers. I mean,
they
they're
do
on the
stable
water.
on Sunday,
Yeah.
but they've got different days.
sure.
That's great.
But,
That's great.
I think for what we're doing, it works,
works.
and it's a great benefit for not just our leadership team, but our entire.
Well, our regulars from Sunday just switched to Mondays,
Right.
Right.
and that was it. And it's like our Mondays have been almost sometimes the second busiest day of the week.
Yeah.
So it's great.
All right. The
That
fact
really
that you're
well.
35,
Eddie
another
Gallagher.
15 years.
15 years.
Here we go.
All right.
We love you,
Here we go.
man.
Cheers.
We love
Here's
you.
All
Eddie
right.
Gallagher.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thanks.
Appreciate it.
I'll go to work.
Yeah. Jamie's got it.
I can do it one-handed.
All right,
Boom.
all right. Another
Thank you for listening to Grapes and Debates, presented by SoNapa Grille. For more information, visit us today at sonapa.com.